Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel Explore the World. In this latest video we talk about world largest incident. On the morning of September 11, 2001, the world changed forever. What started as a clear, sunny Tuesday in New York City turned into one of the darkest days in modern history. At 8:46 a.m. American Airlines Flight 11 crashed into the North Tower of the World Trade Center. At first, many thought it was a tragic accident. But just 17 minutes later, at 9:03, United Airlines Flight 175 slammed into the South Tower. That's when it became clear America was under attack. The Twin Towers, symbols of economic power, were burning. Chaos spread across Manhattan. Live news broadcasts showed thousands of people running through the streets, covered in dust and debris, not knowing what was happening or what would come next. But the attacks weren't over. At 9:37 a.m. American Airlines Flight 77 struck the Pentagon in Washington, D.C., the heart of America's military. And just after 10 a.m. United Airlines Flight 93 crashed into a field in Pennsylvania. Later investigations revealed that passengers had fought back against the hijackers, sacrificing their lives to prevent another target, possibly the White House or the U.S. Capitol, from being hit. Back in New York, the unthinkable happened. At 9:59 a.m. the South Tower collapsed, sending a massive cloud of dust through lower Manhattan. Just 29 minutes later, the North Tower fell. In less than 2 hours, both skyscrapers that had dominated the New York skyline were gone. Nearly 3,000 people lost their lives that day: office workers, firefighters, police officers, flight crews, and everyday citizens. People from more than 90 countries were among the victims, showing how global the tragedy really was. In the hours and days that followed, the United States was in shock. Air traffic was shut down nationwide for the first time in history. Families searched desperately for loved ones. Photos of the missing were taped on walls, fences, and subway stations. The smell of smoke lingered over New York for weeks. But amid the tragedy, stories of heroism and unity emerged. First responders rushed into the burning towers, many never coming out. Strangers helped strangers escape. Volunteers lined up to donate blood. The country, deeply shaken, also came together in grief and solidarity. The impact of 9/11 didn't end that day. It changed global politics, security, and everyday life. Airports around the world adopted strict new measures. The US launched the War on Terror, leading to wars in Afghanistan and Iraq. The skyline of New York was eventually rebuilt, with the One World Trade Center rising as a symbol of resilience. More than 2 decades later, the memory of 9/11 still shapes the world. For those who lived through it, the images of that day, the planes, the smoke, the collapse remain unforgettable. For younger generations, it serves as a reminder of both vulnerability and strength. September 11th was a day of loss, of horror, and of courage. A day that showed the worst and best of humanity, and one that will never be forgotten.